What is up, y'all? It is your boy Winston Wolf. I'm back. I just want to do a quick video. Yes, the fan above the stove is on. Do you think I'm going to get up and shut it off? The Last of Us episode 3. So I did the review of it. I just got home from work. My friend was telling me about the comments about the people that are for what went on in that episode, in favor of it. And they pretty much, for the couple ones that I saw, it's just pretty much Bill was gay in the game. That's their whole argument. On top of, insulting me, and you guys nailed it. Let's see, I'm a homophobe, bigot, racist, incel. What else? Man, they nailed it so good. Oh, I'm in the closet. I need to come out of the closet. I'll feel better about myself. But you forgot that I live in my mom's basement. Forgot that. But they're all sitting there saying, well, Bill was gay in the game. Bill was gay. Okay. If they promoted the game that way, just ask yourself some simple questions. If they promoted the game that way, would that game have been a hit? We're on episode 3, and I shut it off when the piano thing started, so I think there was more than half the episode left. If they would have had something like that prominently featured, as they prominently featured so early in this series, if they did that, the video game equivalent, would the game have been a success? Was part 2 a success? You could talk sales numbers, but let's be honest. Did it do less than everybody thought it was going to do, and why? Okay. Now, you can also say, let's say they're talking about, and I bought 2 versions of the game. It's been so long since I played it. I bought the PS3 version, then I bought the remastered PS4 version that had the little side mission with Ellie. So number one, I have a right. People talking about, oh, why are you getting mad? Who's getting mad? But I'm telling you, if you take time out and you spend, especially if you're busy, time is very precious. And especially if you have, a connection. I don't know how to put it, but, obviously I bought 2 copies of the game. So I've invested quite a bit of time into that world. And I took time out to watch the show. So, of course, if you're going to waste my time and you're going to, give me some underwhelming product, yes, because I could have been doing something else. As much as people don't like to believe it, I do have a job. And I work a lot. So, time is very precious. So I think when you've invested money in something like that and your time, I think you have a right to be annoyed. I think you damn sure have a right to be annoyed. Mad? I don't know what your version of mad is. You must have never seen anybody mad before. But going back to the Bill is gay in the game. I played it both times. That was such a small part of the game. I don't even remember it. Don't remember it. The main things I remember is Ellie and Joel. And the one thing that I was always impressed with was, as the game goes on, the dialogue between them, the bond grows. Pause. I don't know if that's pause worthy, but when you're talking about like a 50-something-year-old man and like, a 12-year-old girl. Yeah. But going back to the Bill is gay in the game thing. I'm sure somewhere in the game somebody says, oh my God, or something like that. Something that implies that they believe in a higher power. Okay, you could get into that part of their life. But do you want that? Do you want to play a game where 2 people get in some kind of philosophical discussion about God and all this kind of stuff, whether there is a God? But no. You're not in that for it. You're in for, post-apocalyptic action, survival, all that stuff. So I don't care if this is a minor part of Bill's life, if there's some, Playgirl magazine or something on the ground. I don't care about that. I didn't buy the game for that. If that was such a big part of the game, don't you think they would put that on the cover? They would put, some kind of like a collage cover, like a movie poster where you have Joel and Ellie, but then you have 2 guys making out in the background. Why do you think that they didn't do that? Think about that. Because they know it wouldn't be a success. The word of mouth and, just the overall reception, people be like, nah, man, I was playing the game for 10 minutes. There's 2 dudes making out. I'm good with that. I don't need that. I'm not buying the game for that. But, you know, if you say something like that, of course, you know, you're a homophobe, blah, 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 blah. You know, you're, what is it? A furry. Which, shout out to the furries. Because the main thing that, out of any documentary I've watched, is always them hooking up at a hotel and just having just, you know, weird entanglements. I'm totally down with that. Somebody, if there's any furries out there, come on. Send me an invite. I'm totally open to that. See, I'm not closed-minded. I'll bang somebody in a college mascot uniform. I'm good like that. But yeah, that's like their whole argument. And then in the other comments I read, it's like people like, they're like, oh, well, I didn't, like all the other points against the show, they don't address that. They just keep on, they just throw names, you know, you're this, you're that, blah, blah, blah. And Bill was gay in the game. So, again, you already know where this is going. If they've already started with this, and also, hold on, let me just go back. And it's just not good storytelling. It's just, like, it was almost like a roadblock right in the middle of, okay, we're finally getting to, you know, the main, what am I trying to say? You know, the whole trek of Joel and Ellie. Which is like, if you've seen The Road, if you've seen Book of Eli, if you've seen Light of My Life, if you've seen other movies like this, you know, that's a big part, is the whole journey and what happens during the journey. So as soon as they literally get on the road, all of a sudden, we cut over to this dude. And if it was a guy finding a woman, first of all, if there was some kind of, you know, doomsday prepper and he had his stuff, you know, hooked up like that guy, and a girl sets off the alarm. Dude, we've seen, guys know better. We've seen movies. We know what happens when a girl's like, hey, I just need help. There is like 5 other dudes waiting around the corner with football pads and face painted and homemade machetes, and you're going to end up being their lunch. So, like, it was just bad storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, this dude, for 4 years, he's been doing this. As soon as they show the alarm getting set off or whatever it is, he's making some kind of homemade weapon. So this dude he's covered all the bases. So you're telling me in that alternative lifestyle, just the whole pursuit of getting laid, that just overrides everything. You just forget about your whole 4 years. You forget about your life. You forget about whatever this guy was trying to do. Just, oh, wait, I can get some hot man love? Okay. All right, let's do this. It's just, no. Especially if you've seen other movies. Did they establish in this world that there was never any post-apocalyptic movies or books or anything? To where they just think, oh, well, yeah, this guy needs help. And he's looking at me in a funny way. This is going to turn out good. It's just stupid. I don't know. But, and also, if you listen to these people that are, like, for this, they have you believing that, like, 90% of everybody in the world is gay. And that you thinking things don't need to be put out there as far as they need to be put out. Pause. That's not a real pause word. That you're the one that's wrong and you're the one that's crazy and strange. No. If there was that many people living that lifestyle, we would be extinct. Literally. Literally. Think about it. All I'm going to say is this. One act produces children, right? In a natural way. The other act, people have to take a laxative before they do it. Hey, if that's what you want to do, that's cool. Whatever. I think we're all into some weird, freaky stuff behind closed doors. But don't sit there and say, you know, this is the norm. Everyone's doing it. You're in the minority. Stop. Just stop it. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to sit there and spit this garbage just because your uncle took you behind the shed and touched you? So now everybody's wrong and you're right. Stop it. Go get therapy. Jesus Christ.